All economic strategies need a financial system that effectively protects people's savings and channels savings to investment, and that protects people's hard work and their labor. We don't have that in Latin America. Most people in Latin America don't even have access to financial services. Most people in Latin America that even have a bank account, they only use the bank account to cash in and cash out. When it comes to property rights, most people don't have even the registry of their house ownership, the ownership of their any kind of assets they have. So these are transversal economic policies that we need to have in order to even think about implementing other kind of reforms. How or in which sequencing to do that, I think it really depends on a specific context. So what would be the second broad recommendation? Is that you need to find ways to move away the economies of Latin America from how concentrated they are on a specific sector. Economies cannot be only about oil or only about copper or only about a specific city or geographic location. Not only because it would deliver suboptimal economic outcomes, but politically it creates extremely bad incentives for rent-seeking behavior, for state capture, and ultimately to take away democracy from the country. So you need to find ways to really diversify and to open up the economic space. The third one is that you need to have a narrative in Latin America to bring back people's belief that if they work hard, they can go ahead. If they rely on themselves, they can build a future for themselves. That the economy is not a zero-sum game, but actually if you have collaboration and cooperation between people, you can build better businesses, better economic sector, better future for the country. You need to also develop narratives that empower the individual more than the state. I think this is something that all Latin American countries will share. It's an over-reliance on the state, over-reliance on the state capacity to lead countries. And that's something that transversally across Latin America we need to do. The fourth, I would say, thing that we need to all of us consider is that including people in the economy, bringing people to the economy is essential for the political stability and future of Latin America. It's essential for the cohesion of Latin America. Right now we live in a society in which 60%, 70% of our population are excluded in one way or another. They are either in poverty, but even if they are not in poverty, they live in extra-legal society. So they don't have a formal contract when they work. Their business is not formally registered. If they have a house, they don't have a contract, they don't have an agreement that protects the house ownership. So they live in complete limbo and in a lot of instability. And that's a society that in every second can explode politically. Even if the society themselves is growing, person by person, individually, the people feel extremely insecure about their future. And when people feel insecure about their future, they will vote for radical ideas, they will vote for politicians that promise things that are not achievable in the short term. So these are like the broad overall angles about Latin America. If you understand that, you will be ahead of most discussions, because most discussions in Latin America sadly focus at either one of the three layers. So they focus either on the political issues, they argue that we need to change a specific politician or political party, or they say that we are condemned eternally because of the way that we see the world, or by our polarization, or they say that we are condemned because of the resource course, because we're born with resources. But if you understand that it's a dynamic, it's a feedback loop, I think you can think about changes in our context.